Okay, I'm getting ready to put this carburetor back in this DPC 7321 chop saw. I love my stand that it's sitting on. I got it all set to go. I got it poised. I'm putting the impulse tube on. It's a brand new one. Always replace these. They get rotted, they crack, and this is what causes the carburetor to pulsate and pull fuel in. So I cut it the same length as the OEM one was. This hasn't been worked on. I could tell it hadn't been taken apart and tampered with by anybody. At least not by me. Then I gotta connect it to the bottom, to the carburetor. That's the impulse diaphragm. Hold on here, getting it there. Okay, now, when I flip this carburetor over, it's a carriage assembly. That little nipple right there, that nipple is gonna go into the port for the fuel. Right, so you gotta kinda, I'm gonna work on the boot to the cylinder, which is already lining up. And then I gotta make sure, little light over here. Then I got to make sure that nipple drops down into that carriage, right? But you also got to, it's kind of, you got to be like a master manipulator. So the throttle arm, it's a wire right there. See that throttle arm? That goes into the trigger assembly. I'm having fun with it here, swinging around. So the trigger assembly. So when you squeeze that, see that? So you got to put that in there. You got to be Houdini. So you got to get that in there first, and then it's got little lock tabs. I don't know who came up with this, but me and that engineer needs to talk. All right, so if you did it right, that should slide right in there. If everything lines up right, that should go down into the nipple. And you really can't see it. All you can say, it's lining up. Well, it's lining up. And there it goes. So it's kind of got a guide. Got my impulse tube. Got to make sure that's down here out of the way. I don't want to push it down yet and push that in until I'm sure. You can kind of see that mess down in there. Not really good eyes, right? So you got to make sure that your gas line for your carburetor is going to go into your fuel line. Oh, there it is. So I got to push it back. So I got a side view of it, right? Oh, there's that pop. So I think I got my trigger. Let's check it real quick. Nope, missed the trigger. So now I got to start over. So now I got to get the trigger in, pull this back up. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Kind of a weird mechanical engineering design here. But anyways, you get the gist of it. So I'll work it. I'll get it in place, and I'll video and walk you through it again.